improving at chess, let's say for an example that your elo rating is somewhere at 700, 800, you could get pretty fast actually into 1000 and even a little bit above that within the next few weeks. There is a concept that you need to figure out in order to actually reach to that elo rating. And these are my stats, okay, just to prove my point. Okay, you can see I can move this thing around, and this is my rapid elo increase. Here I've been pretty much stuck for like the first half a year, but after this I leveled up from 700, like 730, somewhere here, in very fast into 1000. And this is where I can say this from. And this video is going to be different to other videos that exist in the chess niche, and it's because I'm not going to give you a specific like theory or tactic that you need to do. It's more like a concept that you need to understand. The more that you repeat this, you will inevitably get a lot better, okay, when playing chess and improving at the game itself. Okay, so here we have this position. It is played by two players that are rated at around 900, so a little bit above probably what you are right now, but still the concept is still the same concept. And so white just made the black just made the move pawn to h6, kicking the bishop out. Very good. And so the white, unfortunately, there's a series of mistakes that happen, but still it's okay. It's for beginners. You have took with the bishop. It's okay for you if your opponent makes these mistakes, okay, but the mistake that black made here is knight takes on e7. You want to take with the bishop this position. You want to take with the bishop, not the knight, because you want to activate the knight into here. Okay, here you kind of block your own development, which is why this was a mistake. Fine, you're still learning, okay, you're a chess beginner, so it's not that much of an issue. Again, white makes another mistake. He makes this move, but here's the thing, this might be a miss, okay, but these things are very common in chess. The mistake that black made is bishop to d7. The position is winning here for white, but this is the mistake, okay, because now it's a mate in one. This is a checkmate. Black allowed it to happen. This is a huge mistake that beginners make, okay? This is an extreme example. We're gonna have soon a less extreme example, but these things happen so many times, and we need to learn and to prevent them from happening. Search the past 5 games that you've played, and if blunders happen and they have this question mark sign, if they happen more than once, that is the mistake that you're making in the game. You think, okay, I'm gonna make this move, okay, and I'm gonna threaten the bishop, but you neglect that this could cause a mate in one. Okay, that is a huge mistake. If you're gonna fix this mistake, you're gonna have the same elo jump as you saw for me. Okay, you're gonna basically copy this. And now let me show you the second example for this. Okay, so here we have the second example. This is something that could happen a lot, okay, and I think that it could happen in your games as well, okay, for just how common things like this are. And what you can do, by the way, is when your opponent makes these blunders, you can just pick on them and you're going to level up a lot faster as well. So this with pawn, okay, they took knight to c4, bishop to b5, queen to a5, okay. This is an inaccuracy, okay. And why is this an inaccuracy? Because you're gonna get this actually in a moment. Why is this an inaccuracy? But here black thought, okay, he checks my king, okay, so I can move the pawn and also attack the queen, so he needs now to move back, and I also gain queen space. But it's not how it works, because the queen also threatens the bishop. There is a move right here which prevents both from happening, so you're also developing a piece and defending this bishop here. Okay, and if you would have made this move, you would have been completely fine. But the issue is you've made the move b4, and this is the blunder that happened. Okay, and now black is completely winning, and he ended up winning the game because of this blunder. And so again, in order to play chess better and actually beat 1000, what we're going to do is we're going to prevent moves like the blunder that you've just saw before from happening. Once you prevent that from happening, chess will become a lot easier for you, okay? You're gonna beat a lot of beginners, okay? It's very easy once you understand how to do this. And so let's talk now about how do we actually solve this, okay? We ask three basic questions that are going to help us understand. It's not only going to make you stop blunders, but also stop some mistakes and inaccuracies that can follow as well. Let's say, for an example, we are white in this position, okay, and we're just getting the queen to threaten the king. So we're gonna ask, okay, how can I improve my position? How can I hurt my opponent's position? Is it a blunder? We also get an opportunity to improve on stopping inaccuracies and things like this from happening. How can I improve my position? The queen checks my king on e1. Of course, I do not want to move it away. That would be a clear mistake. I can basically move my knight to c3. It's going to defend the bishop, and it's going to prevent the queen from checking my king. Is there a way for me to hurt my opponent's position? Not really, because I'm under check. But if I do this move, okay, is it going to be a blunder? No, it's not going to be a blunder. There's not going to be a huge loss in material. But if I do the move that white was thinking, is this a blunder? You're gonna find out that yes. And when you get that yes in your mind, you're gonna find out another move like knight to c3. If you're doing this, you're gonna be very, very fine. How can I improve my own position? How can I hurt my opponent's position? And is it a blunder? When you're just starting out, understand that the moves that you're making, they're divided into three parts. Moves that make threats, moves that respond to threats, okay, and moves that improve our position. There's not really much else that happens. Here's an example from a move that stops my opponent's threat, okay, and improves our position. Let me now give you some action steps that you could just take, okay, so that you could implement like the thought question process as best as possible. Write it down anywhere that you can really see it for long periods of the day, okay, when you're studying chess. When you see this, you will naturally end up looking at it. It's going to remind you, okay, in an actual game, how can I improve my position? How can I hurt my opponent's position? And is it a blunder? That's basically how it works. And by the way, so for this thought question process that you're gonna write, stick it somewhere where you can really see it. When you come into an actual game, you're gonna play versus someone, you will naturally look to the side and the thought question process will appear. How can I improve my position? How can I hurt my opponent's position? And is it a blunder? The second thing that we want you to do is to play this versus bots, actually. And why do we want you to play this versus bots? Why do we want you to play this versus bots? We want to practice before we actually get to online play. Practice this a little bit versus bots. That is going to naturally make your play a little bit better when you play versus other people. The third thing is to play versus other people. So now that we have practiced it, what you can do is go back to online games, okay, online rapid, and just see how it works. You want to play it not only in regular games, do this in 30-minute games. So why we want you to do it in 30 minutes? Well, 30 minutes is going to be a lot easier for you. Your accuracy is going to go up because naturally you're going to think more before every move, okay? And you're going to practice it a lot more, right? And if you want to learn more like this, you can leave a subscribe, okay? And you will learn more in the next time that you're studying chess content. If you have watched this far, we can really improve your elo, not just into 1000, okay? We can even do it above 1500, okay, together. The first link in the description will take you there, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.